Hey everyone, it's Lisa from DAnaugustnails and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of the official Halloween Spotlight Collab Challenge. Yeah, we want to see it, yeah. I am so excited to be a part of yet another Spotlight Collab Challenge where we celebrate womanhood. Let's be together. There's room for all of us. So let's get into the art. First two nails are going to be one coat coverage of 1343 red from Model Ones. And guys, this week's Spotlight Collab Challenge babe, chooser of our theme, is Raven from Raven Reviews and Raven's Nail Bar here on YouTube. I want you guys to check her out. I want you guys to support, spam, like, comment, show some love, show some love, show some love, show some love. Yes. So on the last three nails, we're creating a bit of a backdrop because we need some art on here, okay? Yes, that is a dish from my wedding china. Don't even worry about it. So I mixed this really creamy yellow with this white, and I'm gonna do two coats of it. And then I added a bit more of the yellow to the remainder of the initial mixture. And what I'm doing is just sort of scoring these nails because we're creating a landscape and I need to make sure certain parts of it stays this yellow backdrop color. And we add colors to the upper and lower part of the nail, but not that center part that I'm scoring away. And now I'm going in with a bit of, I would say this is a very light gray, like a very, very light, almost beigey gray that I'm adding on to the top part of the nail. And guys, I'm going to take this opportunity to highlight some sets of Ravens that I love. I'm a big fan of her marble and like blended sets. Like, that looks like the ocean, which is appropriate because she's a mermaid. She's a mermaid. Look at the, can you say quartz? Can you say it? Because she can do it, so I hope you can say it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a big fan of her marble blends, but there's definitely tons of nail art to check out on Raven's nail bar on Instagram, so be sure to check her out. And also Raven's Reviews here on YouTube, like I mentioned before. Go spam her, tell her I sent you. So now I'm coming in with darker grays, and I'm just using very light taps of my brush because I'm creating the effect of these clouds. I would say a decent nail, gel brush is a good way to go. This is Model One's number 6 that comes in like, several of the kits that they do with their solid gel creams. And I'm just feathering that in. I go in with quite a dollop of gel polish and then I sort of just whisk it away, Yeah, and I'm just going layers, colors, adding definition. Here I am coming back in with that lighter gray. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I struggled with this artwork. All the girls in the challenge, there's about 9 of us this time around, that they could tell you that I struggled because I went on in our little group and I was looking for some support. Yeah, I went in the group, I cried, they uplifted me, and now we're back, and we're back. And we're back, and I got a set for you guys. I went through like 5 different looks. I went through Marie Laveau, Papa Legba. I went through freaking Coven. I did, what else did I do? Oh, I did like Lady Gaga's like glove from freaking Hotel. I did a lot of stuff, and none of it worked out. And I ended up having to just, I know you guys are gonna hate me for saying this, but this is what I do. So there you go. I did work out for about 45 minutes before I started every session that it took to do this set, and it worked out very well for me. Apparently there were some underlying issues, and working out helps me sort through those. That's what I did, and now the art was very fluid. It was flowing out of me. Okay, so now I'm using the same scoring method that I did with that creamy color, that creamy beigey color. I would say it's like a mannequin color, and I use red to do that, 1343, and now I'm just painting from that line all the way down to the free edge. And then I do cure, guys, for 60 seconds in between each layer. I've added a bit of black to that red and created a darker mixture for shading purposes. Okay, so again, I'm just laying the foundations for the art. I'm going to show you the inspiration pictures. Did I not mention that I'm doing Murder House? Anyway, you guys read the thumbnail. Y'all know what's going down. This is American Horror Story Murder House. Yes. You know what I mean? People died there. People died there. If you didn't watch, go and watch. Which reminds me, Raven is a massive American Horror Story fan. I mean, she's a fan of all things creepy, scary, spooky. You know what I mean? So it just makes sense. So I am doing the red room. Again, the inspo pic is going to show up real soon, but I'm just creating the lines that basically outline the wall. And you're going to see me use a technique that I'm kind of famous for using on here if you've checked out my videos. And I'm just gonna, this is solid cream that I'm going in from Model 1s, and I use the same gel brush to sort of pull out some of that solid cream and create like a faded blended look. And this is all gonna help to set the background for the nail art. And once I'm done with this nail, I do go in with a heavy dose of base gel to just deal with all those ripples that I've created. And then I go in with a good dose of matte top coat and curing for 60 seconds in between. Now, we're not done with this landscape nail. No, we're not, because all that red is supposed to be like red grass of a sort. So I wanted to really get rid of that uniformed look on the like right at the very where that red starts. So I just created little flecks, little stick pieces going up and down on the nail on different levels to create the blade of grass sort of effect. And I'm doing it with solid cream from Model 1s. You know what, this product list is going to be so long. Okay, you guys, I'm not going to do a product list. I'm not going to do a product list because there's a lot of gel polish here. All I'm going to say is, you guys, get your favorite reds, grays, and cream colors out, and blacks, and go to town. I'm sure you got them. You know what I mean? So I keep adding black into the mix, and I just add different blades of grass in different sections to really create that, yo, we out here in a field look. And then I matte top coat and cure, and boom! There is our backdrop. Now, this was a whole day it took me to do this, like a full-on midnight time. So before I started the second shift of this set, I had to eat some food, y'all. So I did some like grilled, we say grilled, but it's more like a broiled fish with some white rice. And my mom made this sauce pois, which just basically means pea sauce, black pea sauce. And I went to town, ate. So now we're coming in with the art. All right, so this is the red room scene. This is with Connie Britt's character, and I'm going in to draw her. And this took a bit of work. I was so surprised. So I'm doing the outline with this creamy, also like really pale color. Like it's a color that you would turn if you're like sickly, which is weird that they use that, but that's what I did. So I did the outline first, and here you can see me having to tap my iPhone. Can you guys tell me how to get it off that point where it just shuts off? Like, I hate that sleep screen mode. So guys, here is Raven's channel here on YouTube, and there's a bunch of really cool looks. She's a Macart ambassador, and she does a really good job of it, and she breaks down those iconic like marble looks that I really love. So go check it out. So once we've done the outline of the pregger lady, Connie Britt's character, whose name I forget right now, I'm filling it in. I'm filling it in with the same creamy mixture, and I love doing it this way because the gel polish actually settles in a different way where it creates a bit of dimension on its own, like a bit of shadowing on its own, and this really helped to give it a really cool detail effect. And I do cure this for a full 60 seconds before moving on. But the entire time I'm working on her body right now, I have not cured. So I did the entire top part. You can see her pregger's belly right there. And I'm doing the leg. Now the leg on this picture and the one that I created are two different because I was running out of space. As you can see, I ran out of space, and I wanted to add her second leg. So I did just alter it ever so slightly, and you know what, it turned out great. This is the kind of thing you kind of, that you see, there's how it works out. There's these kind of things you do those, art progresses as you work on it. So there you go. Now I am very careful to allow for just a tiny hair width of space between the different parts of her body, her leg, her dress, all that stuff. You're gonna see why. And now I'm creating that very beautiful red for her hair. Her hair is, I don't know, it's an interesting shade. I used Model 1's, I think this is Santa's Mousse or Roof from their limited woodlit collection to create this, but it's basically just a bit of tan and a light amount of red. And so now I'm creating the rubber man. Yeah, he got her knocked up. Did you forget? Yeah, you got her knocked up. Real creepy the way that happened. Real creepy. So I'm outlining his body with black gel polish, I might add. But as I'm using it, it just sort of fades out. It does. It fades out against this backdrop. So I'm not mad about it. I did just really want the outline to come across. So yeah. And I'm using, I use a series of brushes. This brush here, I use a lot for filling in and just etching. And then when it came to like adding like little mini details, I did use my, what is it, Moreca brushes that I picked up from Amazon. Yeah, inexpensive brushes that some people are out here selling for like, I don't even know how many dollars, but they're not gonna get my dollar res. I spent like maybe $8.99 on that set of brushes, and it was featured in one of my haul videos. I'll put it up here, and I love those brushes. They worked out very well. I hope you can see spots. If I see any more spots where I use those brushes, I will let you guys know. And so now I'm just adding bits of detail to her hair. And what I have on my little china plate is the same color that I used for her hair, but there's a dollop of it where I added black or deeper brown, and then a dollop of it where I added a little bit more yellow or a little bit more white. And then I just sort of flicked back and forth, not cleaning my brush off in between color uses, but just going back and forth and adding like little spirally dimensions for her hair. Yeah. And I think I did this in one day as well, like burning the midnight oil, and then I took a break. And yeah. And so now I'm using a bit of black to fill in her, is this a nightgown? Anyway, it's a good looking dress. I think it's a nightgown. Yeah, to fill in her dress. And then I give these a full cure of 60 seconds. There's a bit of detail that I will be adding onto the rubber man. I was not happy with the detail at all. I'm not gonna lie, the white I added was a bit too harsh. I should have added some top coat to it. Then I did this weird like orangey red thing to his legs. I don't know. Anyway, we're done with it. I did it. It's done. We're not gonna talk about it anymore. I did do, again, a bit of, what did I do? No, I did not base coat any of this. I just went in and individually colored, top coated Connie and the rubber man. The rubber man was shiny and Connie was matte. So here is the inspo pick for the landscape. So we're going with the rubber woman. Oh, excuse me. Hello. So I'm getting in and I'm sketching on her arm. I'm adding the boob. There was something weirdly satisfying about drawing a boob. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. So she is a big part of the landscape here, and I really wanted to get her right. So as you can see, I have the first two nails together very closely because I want those to line up like really, really well. And I'm drawing her back and her bootay. I think I gave her more booty than she probably had in the actual show. I don't know. Whoever's under there, she got booty. So yeah, I kept these first two really close, and then there's a bit of her arm that stretches out to the third nail, and so then I would put the middle tip and the third nail close together to make sure they line up very well. These display, okay, there you go, that's what I'm talking about. These display rack thingies for nail art, it's so important. Now the head, I really wanted to get right because it was going to lead to, it was going to be a bit more masculine if I did not get this head right. So yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. And I think this was my second attempt at drawing the head. I started with the head first, and that was the problem. So then at this time, I started with the body first, and then I drew the head, and that worked out a bit better for me. So this is so the first day of doing the backdrop was an entire day. Well, actually I started at 10 and then I stopped at like 4 a.m. for the first day. And then the second day was drawing the rubber man and the pregnant lady. And then this day started at like, I think about maybe 2 o'clock and ended, 10, maybe 11 o'clock and ended at like about 6 with me drawing the rubber lady and then the, murder house in the backdrop. But look at those clouds, you guys. the landscape is really good. I've been really just chatty this entire time. I think it's because I missed you guys and I hadn't been around for quite a bit of time. So yeah. What are you guys up to? Are you excited for the rest of the Spotlight collab videos? I did not mention that this was coming up in my last video, and I should have. I did do like a teaser on IG. If you don't follow me on IG, be sure to follow me on IG. I will leave my handles right here for IG and Facebook. I don't really do much on Facebook. I can't stand Facebook, to be honest. But anyway, hit up a girl on IG. So here I am filling out the rubber lady. Yeah, she's looking all sleek and shiny and stuff. And I tend to do this a lot to make sure that they outline. And this entire time, she's not cured at all. I know, I'd be risky out here in these streets. You know, I'm risky. So right here, right here is where I'm using those detail brushes I was telling you about. I did, and when I was doing the outline, like those long detail lines on the fully red nails, I was using those detail brushes as well. These brushes are awesome. I love them so much that I take the time to properly clean them out. Yeah, I actually use a base coat and top coat to clean them out. I don't use harsh chemicals on them like the swipe or the acetone or alcohol even. I care about these brushes, y'all, and they only cost me $9. Listen, if you want to go and spend the money to support like a small business that's doing because they're, you know, it takes a lot of money for them to get the factory to back them up to do these products on their own. So you can do that. That's great. Totally support them. I can't afford to support them. That's the thing. You know, if I could afford to buy and do it, I would, but I can't. I can afford like $8-9 at a time, maybe. So that's where I spent the money. So yeah, and here is another of the detail brushes that I'm using just to outline the rubber lady with a bit of Model 1 solid gel cream just to help her pop. And I do separately top coat her and cure her for a full 60 seconds before I move on to the murder house out in the distance. There were supposed to be some black birds like crows out at the murder house, and I forgot to put them in. But yeah, okay, let's just imagine that they're there. Okay, so I'm outlining murder house now. It's coming together. Can you see it? It's coming together. I'm outlining murder house right now. And you know, why not include a beautiful picture of the beautiful raven? Look at that face. Why is she so cute? I don't know. I have had such a good time getting to know Raven. Man, I mean, can we talk about kindred spirits? See, this is the thing that I love about these like collabs and these things and, you know, these scenarios to meet amazing women. There are so many people out there that you have things in common with. And to have a sort of avenue by which you guys can meet and connect, oh my gosh, that is so worthwhile. I've gained so many beautiful people in this beautiful community. And I know there's a bit of, you know, spatty pettiness, but there's also like so much goodness. And I found it. Raven is totes a goodness. Also, she has such great support. She has this amazing support system. I can't even get into it, you know. It's too good. It's too good. So I'm wrapping up just the outline of Murder House. And once I'm satisfied with that, I do cure it. And then I'm using the same gray from the cloud scheme to fill in Murder House. And it'll just be levels of grays and whites because I'm gonna add windows, doorways, trim, stuff like that. Yeah. These gloves started to get sweaty and itchy, and at some point I yanked them off, and I can't remember at which clip that happened, but I'm sure there's some point where you guys noticed. Girl didn't have any gloves. And my nails are crusty. You guys, I didn't do my nails for my birthday at all. The only thing that I did was do a pedicure, and that was literally because like my toenail, because I wore some really tight sneakers while I was giving tours. If you guys don't know, I'm a tour guide, a food tour guide in the Bahamas. So if you're coming out and you want to experience the food, the vibes, the people, book a tour with us. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I damaged my toenail, and so I had to do a pedicure. Couldn't do it. Real quick, but not also real quick, I want to take the time to shout out Sweet Tea Nails, the creator of the Spotlight Collab Challenge. The first one that I did, it was created by her. The second one that I'm doing, it's also created by her. I mean, can we talk about what supporting other women looks like? It looks like this, and it's cute. It looks like this. That's what it looks like. So shout out to Sweet Tea. She's my road dog. She's my nail homie. She's my bra. She's like good people. Good people. Yeah. I mean, you could be friends with her if you wanted to, but she's my friend. Get your own. I'm just I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I kid. I joke. So now we're adding that trim. There's a little yellow window in between there because like there's like this room, this light on in Murder House. So watch your back. Maybe you die, maybe you don't. I don't know. Most likely you are gonna die. That's the whole point of Murder House. And I'm adding some of the windows, and then I will matte top coat that. And that is the end of the video, guys. So be sure to check out the other videos from the Spotlight Challenge. Be sure to check out Raven's video. I will be leaving all links in the descriptions as much as I can to all of our videos. Hit us up on Instagram. Support. Look forward to the rest of the videos. We're gonna do one every Saturday for Halloween and one in November for Day of the Dead. I love you guys for watching. Promise to see you in the next one. Bye now.